All right. Good morning, everybody. Another day, another dollar, another edition of the Lang Trading Chat Room. Welcome back, guys. As always, it's going to go something like this. I'm going to start off and look at the SPY and the QQQ, determine our market bias. We're going to pick which way we think the market's going to head today. After that, I will review the list on the right-hand side of the screen right here. We got the long ideas in green, got some short ideas in red. After that, we're going to start trading. It'll be market open, so we'll get into the trading after that. As always, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns throughout the stream, make sure you throw it up in the chat log. Make sure you're throwing up any tickers, cryptos, ETFs, whatever it is that you want reviewed. Get that in the chat log as well. Get right on it. So I'll give you guys the money management spiel in a bit. You guys know the deal. It's Friday. I'll let you live a little bit. So get started off with the market bias right here. SPY, man, we had a nice big green day yesterday. Just gapped down and ripped all day. So just a little bit of a minor gap down today. Basically a flat open on the SPY. You can almost consider it a flat open. But the 412 is the area I'm watching here. So if we break below, actually I like the 15 minute. You can see it a little better. So if we break below this 412 area, you can see how this was a double top. We have a little bit of room to drop, but until we do that, I am going to lean and keep the bullish bias. So if we break 412, I'll reconsider, but until that, I'm going to lean towards the bullish side. If we get over this high from yesterday, like 414, we do have some room to run. So keeping an eye on some of these bullish stocks. Got quite a few finance stocks gapping up, so watching that sector as well. The Qs, not as bullish as the SPY, but still has some bullishness in it. Has quite a bit of support here on the hourly. We got moving averages on just about every time frame below the Qs. So got some moving average support. If we get over this 320 area, we still do have a little bit of resistance up at the 321, 322. So not in a clear void, but definitely a strong move yesterday like the SPY. So just keeping an eye on it. If we get under the 313 area, I mean, obviously that's going to be a bearish sign. I really don't see that happening today unless we really just sell off and just rip lower. But yeah, leaning towards the bullish side. Qs or SPY's looking bullish. Qs are lagging a little bit, but it wouldn't take much for them to catch up. So keep an eye out on some of these bullish stocks here, guys. First up on the list is Tech, T-E-C-K, Tech Resources. So this one's gapping up pretty nicely over a nice little consolidation. What is this? I guess Meta's going somewhere. So yeah, Tech is gapping up. Nice little consolidation. Room to about this, what is it, $47 area right at that pivot. So it's got a little bit of range. Does some good volume, good pre-market volume. So keep an eye on this one up to that $47 area. And now next up, Wells Fargo. So first idea from the finance sector, gapping up over a nice little consolidation. I mean, I'm going to go through these quick. These are all three the same. Wells Fargo, BAC, JPM, Citigroup. You could have put a few other ones on there. These are just the ones that I found were doing the best volume with the best daily and hourly charts. So and these have pulled back a little bit more since I first got them on the list. When I first put them on there, it was over like 40, 50 at least. So keep an eye on this. Might be pulling back here right now. So Wells Fargo pulling in a little bit. BAC, Bank of America. This one's actually still holding pretty well. So I like Bank of America a little bit more than Wells Fargo right now. JPM. This one actually has a better gap than both of those. So JPM is probably the top out of these three banking stocks. Let's look at Citigroup too while we're on the topic. So yeah, Citigroup I don't like because it has the 50 and the 200 moving average. So it's going to need to get over this like $49 area for me to really like it. So keep an eye on the JPM, BAC. Wells Fargo is pulling in a little bit, so I'm not as big of a fan of that, but definitely watching that JPM. So now on to some short ideas. First up, we have BA. So BA is gapping under all this consolidation here. Should have room down to about 193, 194. So I do like this one short quite a bit. It is markets. I guess it's not relative weakness because markets are gapping down, but it is much weaker than the SPY and the Qs. So keep an eye on this one. It's got the void to go lower. And that is market open, guys. So markets are open. As always, make sure you guys are practicing proper money management. This is not an easy business. You're not going to get rich quick. You better be practicing proper money management, or you're just going to be another statistic. You do not want to be another statistic. So, next idea on the short list is CTLT. Man, this one is almost like a novice gap down. It's gapping down so much that I'm almost tempted to flip and go long on it because it's just so extended into an area of a little bit of support. So keep an eye on it, but I'm probably not shorting the CTLT. You might go long on it if anything. So next up on the list we have Citigroup. We kind of already went through this one. Needs to get over that, like clear these moving averages in the 49 area. So watch it if it does that. Next up is Zim. So ZIM. It's got a hard target right up here, like 22 bucks. Hard target at 22. A lot of resistance up here. Maybe we get a little move. We can scalp out an R, but more so a backup idea than anything on the Zim. Next up, AMC. So AMC is actually already at the area we need it to be. So I need it to be over 574. And if it gets there, it does have, this has a really nice void. Look at this hourly chart. It's got nothing holding it back until like 650. So we got like 75 cents a room, which is plenty of, this thing does 40 cents a day. So 75 cents is more than enough room to get a trade out of AMC. So we're going to be watching that over high today, the AMC. And the last idea on the list is SPR. So another pretty mediocre short gap. It's gapping down quite a bit, 15%. That's getting a little bit extended. And then you add in that's right at the 200, right at this support area. So, this is, honestly, I don't even know why I had it on my list. I was just kind of like, you know what, throw it on there. Why not? There's only 3 short ideas I had, so I just put it on there kind of. But probably going to be taking this off the list and replacing it with some sort of backup long idea here before long. So, just be mindful of that. The SPR is really not the greatest idea. So we will leave it on the list for now. No harm, no foul. It's not going to hurt us. So that is the list, guys. As always, if you guys have any stocks, cryptos, ETFs you're looking at, make sure you type it up in the chat log, and I will check it out for you. But let's get into some trading. So we got tech looking good. Actually, let's check the markets first. So SPY and Qs both moving up a little bit to start the day. If Qs can get over this high from yesterday at 413.84. So basically this pre-market high. Right where we are in the pre-market, that is the high. If we get over that area, SPY could really get moving today. So keep an eye on the SPY over that spot. If it does, we want to be in a long trade. So definitely leaning towards the long side at the moment. And tech does look good. TECK looking all right. Wells Fargo is looking like junk. Bank of America is looking good. JP Morgan is looking all right. VA is actually looking good short, guys. VA is moving lower, so I want to keep an eye on this one. Keep an eye on the VA. CTLT is moving down at the moment. Citigroup, Zim's moving up higher. I'm gonna be really hesitant on Zim. I'm gonna need like a textbook pattern for Zim. This is not gonna be one of those stocks like Mara from yesterday where it's like it's just an app. Like let's check out Mara. Mara yesterday was just a textbook higher time frames, good trend, all that. Mara was one of those where it's like you just need to find an entry. It can be a bad pattern if it is. Just find an entry. Zim is not going to be like that. Zim is going to need to really impress me with the pattern. It's going to need to show me that it's going to pop and give me a target fast because it's just in a little bit of a chop, kind of a stage 1-ish, just chopping around here. Got the gap up here at 22, so yeah, going to be impressed by that one. AMC over high today. We'll watch it. And look at this SPR getting it going early. But again, this just is honestly making it worse because now on top of being with all the support and stuff, which I guess it broke the support, but it's a range concern. So I would expect this to just kind of chop around today, not do much on the SRP. Look at Wells Fargo. Man, putting red bar all the way back up. Guys, this banking sector, the finance sector, is where I kind of want to be today. I think we got some good movers in here. What is that? Raise this up a little bit, right at that pivot. All right, yeah. So Bank of America, guys, is a good one. I like this a lot. It's doing. Oh my goodness, the volume is immaculate. The volume is so good on Bank of America. We need to find an entry here. We need to find an entry. I like this quite a bit. Should have. I mean, we should have very easy room up to $30. Easy room up to $30. We'll keep an eye if we can get some sort of pattern on that. Man, tech is already ripping, already at the average trading range. It's doing good volume, but not really an earnings related move at all. So keep an eye on it, but not my favorite idea. I do like this banking sector. I do like the finance banking sector. I want to keep my eyes peeled for some of these trades. BA as well. So now BA is right at that hold number. So this is really good, guys, actually. So if we can get a pattern on BA under 200, like a breakdown under 200, I like it. You can see in the pre-market, this 200 area that's a level of support. There's some sort of institutional buyer right here. Somebody's putting an order in at 200. And it's not me or you. It's not some retail trader. This is an institution. This is big money. So once they're done buying, once they got all the shares they want, this thing is dropping like a rock. We just need that pattern. We need to confirm that that's what's happening down here. So keep your eye on the BA short. Keep an eye on BA short. Citigroup's moving on up pretty well, so we can watch that as. Yeah, you can watch Citigroup. It cleared those moving averages, so keep an eye on that one. Zim, yeah, AMC. Hey, how's it going, Casey? Looking at MA today. I got MA on my backup list. Just mainly because it wasn't doing very good volume in the pre-market. Pretty nice gap though, I'll give it that. It had a really nice gap into a good void, but just need some more volume out of this thing. 54,000 shares in the first five is a little bit too thin for me, but I know you like to day trade, or not day trade, but you like to trade on the daily chart, so let's take this out. Check it out for you. So 372, so you just got in, stop at 360. So pretty good stop. You got a moving average right here. Oh, you got that pivot right there. Yeah, no, I like it. Stop's in a good spot. Pretty safe spot on the stop. And your target is up to 388. Yeah, I like this trade, Casey. Should have pretty easy room up there. Might have a little bit of a hiccup at 380. You see how it gets a little congested there, but 390 is really the max target. So yeah, I think that's a good trade. I like that. Breaking out of this range right here. Yeah, I think MA is a pretty solid one. Not really in a trend. I mean, if there's one down part, this is definitely just like a stage three, just no clear direction. But if you zoom in a little bit and just focus on this past month or past years, it's doing a decent job going higher. So I like that. That's a good one. I like the MA. All right, guys. Ooh, SPY is over that resistance. So not just by a little bit. Like this thing is ripping over resistance. So yeah, I want to find a bullish move. I want to find some sort of long position to get into. I don't see anything on the banks just yet. Man, Bank of America looks good. Bank of America is strong. JPM is strong. I want to watch both of those. Man, BA is very weak as well. So BA's got my eye for a short position. CTLT is probably not doing anything. Citigroup's moving up a little bit. All right. So yeah, I'm really just watching these three banking stocks: Wells Fargo, Bank of America, JPM. I want to find an entry on one of these. I like Bank of America the best. Really not a huge fan of JPM. It's a little bit weaker than both of the other stocks, so probably not going to be leaning towards that. Bank of America is the one I probably want the most. I don't know. JPM's pretty good too. JPM does have a bit of a range concern, already at that $3 mark. So Bank of America has a little bit more room to run here. But I mean, there is a little bit of resistance here on Bank of America as well. Like I said, the $30 mark is right above us. Looks like it will probably be some sort of resistance. Acted as support, acted as resistance. Got a moving average right here, so you got to be mindful of those things. So, as JPM though, over this high of the day, I know it's a little bit of a range concern, but this is an earnings gap, an earnings related gap. It's the volume is. I mean, look at it. We're only 10 minutes into the day, and you can tell already that it's doing extra volume. So JPM is probably my top watch right here. Top watch. There's absolutely nothing holding this thing back. We don't have any moving averages. We don't have anything. It's only up 6%, so it's not like it's super extended. So yeah, keep an eye on the JPM, especially now, guys. Look at the relative strength it's showing. Wells Fargo's at low of the day. Bank of America putting in a pretty sizable red bar after a big topping tail, and JPM just hanging out at high of the day. So keep an eye on this one, guys. My favorite idea right now is that JP Morgan Chase. I do like BA still, kind of. It's getting a little bit tougher to trade right here because it's not giving us any sort of rest. Getting to be a little bit of a range concern. So we're gonna keep an eye on BA, but it's not doing itself any favors right now. You can watch Citigroup as well. Actually, Citigroup doesn't look too bad. Still has range. Got above the moving averages that it needs to. Right about this pre-market resistance at 49. So keep an eye on the Citigroup and JPM. These are my two top banking stocks. So I'm gonna put Citigroup on my list. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this. I don't like CTLT. I think that thing's gonna be not traded today. So keep an eye on some of these banks, guys. I like them. Yeah, I mean, this SPR is a lot weaker than what I thought it would be. I thought this support would hold up a little bit more. I mean, generally speaking, it would. I mean, the odds are this thing is gonna probably bounce here, but right now it's just dropping, just weak dropping. Wonder if I had any news. Oof, Boeing 737 delay. Oh, okay, that's probably why Boeing's down. And this is okay. Oh, it's out of Wichita, Kansas. How about that? Hometown company. Not really. I'm not from Wichita. Close though. Kansas City. Close enough, right? So that's sending BA down. BA had some sort of news. It looks like Boeing 737 delays will impact cash. There you go. There you have it. There's your news for the day. If you trade news, there you go. Short BA, I guess. Man, the banks are rolling over. BAC low of the day. This is making me like JPM that much more. I'm a fan because now it's showing good relative strength, guys. Good relative strength there. SPY's looking higher. SPY just needs to rest. Like, look at this 1 minute, y'all. Look at the 1 minute. Just ripped higher. Now we need a little bit of chop, a little bit of rest here. So no surprise there. This is probably a healthy move for the SPY. Guys, other than these banks, not even these banks, it's really just JPM and Citigroup. These are the only two things that I'm really watching right here. I really need JPM to, yeah. If it chops around, gives us another, man, I don't even think one bar would be enough, honestly. I'd like to see two. Give me 2 bars of rest. See where this VWAP is at. VWAP's up here. Give it $1.40 on the stop is a little bit wide. $1.40 is a little wide. If it chopped around and gave us a $1 stop, that would be nice. That'd be really nice. So that's what we're going to try and get. Looking like it's doing good right now. So we'll see if it can give us another couple bars right here at the 138 area. Looking like it's probably going to end up ripping right here. So yeah, I need more rest out of that. If this bar chopped around for another 5 minutes, I might consider getting in, but we're gonna need that at least. Citigroup's still moving on up, still looking good there. The tech is, yeah, tech's gonna be tough to trade, guys. You got a solid resistance up here. You're already extended quite a bit, so tech is more of a backup idea at this point. SPY's looking good higher. It is moving on up. Oh man, you guys got any open positions right now? Any trades you're looking at? Trades you're in? Check them out, man. Nice Friday. We're about to do some Friday cheers here in a little bit. That means I have some questions for you guys. All you got to do is give me an answer, and I guess it's Jeopardy style. So I have answers for you. All you guys got to do is give me the question. So we'll get on that in a little bit, and then you might make a little bit of money. Maybe I'll help pay for your data fees or something like that on TradingView. You know, we got a little bit. We got some time until Black Friday. You can consistently earn some cheers on Friday cheers. Maybe you'll even be able to buy yourself an entire trading plan. Or not trading plan, TradingView membership. You know. Hey, thanks for the follow, Sharon. If you have any, like I said, you have any questions or comments, let me know. Throw them up in the chat log. The best way to learn is just to ask. So yeah, JPM keeps moving up. Not really going to give us that entry that we wanted at 138. So no harm, no foul there. Citigroup's moving on up still. CTLT, man. Yeah, guys, I'm not seeing a whole lot that I really like right here. I'm about to do a little bit of scanning because this market is super bullish. I want to see if we can't find anything strong right now. I mean, NA is not bad. It's just, it's thin. Like, it's really thin. So it's going to be tough to trade. It's got like an 18-cent spread. Mara doesn't look too bad. Keep an eye on the Mara. Honestly, this does look pretty good, guys. I mean, a little bit extended on the daily, but you look at this hourly chart, 15-minute chart, and like it popped yesterday and then consolidated. Popped, consolidated, popped, consolidated. So chopping around right now. So I'm gonna put Mara on my list. CVX is looking pretty choppy. AT&T, what's the volume like? This thing's actually doing good volume. So I'm gonna throw AT&T and Mara both on my list here. Keep an eye on both of these things. Mara over high of the day, T over high of the day, basically. 1999 by, oh, this is only a 10-cent stop. Jesus. All right. Went in JPM and Marathon at the Open. Well, looks like you're doing pretty good. Looks like you're doing pretty good, my man. Marathon at the Open was a little bit aggressive. You're talking Marathon Digital or Marathon Oil? Because, I mean, they're both kind of just chopping around. But yeah, Marathon Digital is a little bit aggressive off the Open just because it was a little bit extended. I'll probably wait for a pattern on this. JPM was pretty solid, though. Good, great gap on some positive earnings. So yeah, JPM is a solid move. Mara doesn't look too bad though. It might have scared you with this first big red bar, but then it got completely engulfed. So doing a decent job right here. I mean, the AT&T is a little bit tempting, guys. I can't even lie. Cannot lie. AT&T over high of the day, 10-cent stop loss. I mean, this isn't a strong uptrend. It's not as strong as the market though, so that is a big concern. You look at the relative strength factor. Oops, I want the SPY. There you go. Look at the relative strength factor, and this thing is, I mean, SPY, it's been ripping all day. Straight green bars. So this is not nearly as strong as that. Not nearly as strong. Yeah, Mara's rolling over a little bit here. mean, I do like the T, but like I said, relative strength is a concern for me. It's one of my biggest factors when getting into trades is what is the market doing? And the market right now is ripping, like ripping Scotty Pippen, dude. Fucking five straight green bars on the spot. No quit. So next area of resistance, like the 415 mark, we're pulling up on it quickly. We'll see if we're able to break out. I mean, we got to get some sort of pullback. I'm thinking five green bars up after the move we had yesterday. Got to be a little bit tired. Hey, how's it going, Farhad? How you doing, my man? Another day, another dollar, right? Wells Fargo's chopping around. BAC, same thing. JPM is just beast mode, but it's getting to the point where it's pretty extended. I mean, now it's exceeded its range by more than a little bit. It's up here ways. We might be able to get it on like a sell or a buy setup. Maybe you get a pullback to like 137 where we'll snag some, but I'm not super hot to trot on that. Good, good. Man, how's your guys' week going? You having a positive week? I actually am. I'm up 2R on the week, so plus 2R for me. I don't know how's your guys' week going? Positive, negative, indifferent? Might have been able to justify this trade on Citigroup, but I mean that's not much of a consolidation, so probably not for me. Today is resting day for the market. I think it's I don't know if it's resting right now, man. This thing is freaking ripping. Woke up and it came ready to go, man. Spy took a triple shot of espresso and it's out the door. Fired up on Friday. Oh, guys, one more thing I forgot to mention all morning. Consumer sentiment, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, whatever. Consumer sentiment coming out. This is usually shakes up the market a little bit, so we're going to stay patient until then. We got about 7 minutes until that report comes out, so be mindful of getting into anything right now because that generally does shake up the market just a little bit. So consumer sentiment coming out soon. This AT&T is still probably my most tempting idea. I'm not gonna lie, my most tempting idea. In fact, I'm gonna keep an eye on it over Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo just doesn't look good. Looks like junk. Looks like junk. There's other banking stocks out here, so keep my eye on the AT&T. Keeping my eye on. I don't know. Probably not doing much until this report at 10 o'clock. T's not looking bad. Like I said, we can look for like a buy setup on JPM, but it's going to be aggressive and it's going to really need to look good. Citigroup, another one where you can watch a buy setup. That's why I was saying CTLT. You probably go long on it. It's done a pretty good job from the long side. Mega gap down into support. Just buy it at the open. All right. ANC. AMC's junk. SPR's probably done. Mary's still hanging on there. Still trying to get it going. It's struggling, but it's trying. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and put this in place of tech. Because like I said, I really don't see myself trading the tech at all. So we're gonna watch Mara as opposed to tech. There we go. All right, guys. So market is hitting that 415 and putting in the topping tail. So proving to be resistance at the moment. You can see how on this daily chart right here, 415 right there. This is where that junk really starts to come into play. The air's getting real thin up here, so we'll see how bullish this market really is. If we get over 415 with some strength, that'll really show something. But yeah, definitely expect a little bit of a pullback here on the spot. Definitely expect some pullback. Q's kind of same thing, running up into this area. 320 resistance right here, so we'll see how it handles that spot. We got about 4 minutes until this consumer sentiment report. We don't see a whole lot I like right now. BAC putting in a little bit of a wedge pattern. BAC, man, I don't like the moving average issue, that big topping tail. I would consider this thing over a high of the day. Would consider BAC over high of the day. It is the relative weakness is a concern. So yeah, it's gonna really have to put in a good pattern because there are some issues with this. It's doing great volume. There's no denying that, but it does have some other issues that are at hand. Yay, Citigroup. So yeah, still not seeing a whole lot, y'all. Yeah, nope. Mara's moving on up. This one's gonna need to really clean itself up though. This is really sloppy right now. If it puts in a good pattern, maybe at like high of the day, throw up like a 35 to 45 cent stop loss. That wouldn't be too bad. I probably would go with the 35. Right there, 12.90. Give it a little more room. 38 cent stop. We need 28, so 6. So we got 12.66. Not bad at all. So keep an eye on the Mara. Keep an eye on Mara. Man, markets are not quitting. They're trying to get over that 415 in a hurry. They're trying their heart out. T is getting worse. Verizon doing anything good? Anything special? Nope. Ugly. Yeah, guys, keep on the BAC. It's needs some work. Needs to show me something, but it's not bad. Definitely not crossing it off the list. JPM. This thing does do some pretty big days every now and then. See, there's like a $7, $8 day here, like an $8 day there, $5. I mean, it's the average range ratio is not too bad. So I will consider it. I mean, it's going to need to give me at least 2 to 3 more bars. This is not a breakout, but I'll watch it. No doubt. Same with Citigroup. So Citigroup does have some bigger days in it. Some $2+ days is not super uncommon on this thing. It should have room. Yeah, probably I'd say $50. That whole number right at 50. So you got like about a 50-cent stop loss, 50 cents of room up there. So maybe if it gives us good pattern, we'll maybe go to sneak into this thing. But it looks like it's about to take off right here, so might not be able to get into it. All right, man, I need to find something to trade. It's been a pretty slow week, honestly. I've only taken like 5 trades this week. Really haven't been trading much. You're watching Coin. Let's see about it, man. Coin. See what you're. Okay, yeah, no, you're. I like that. Yeah, 72.55. I was about to say over this high of the day, that is definitely aggressive. But if it gets up to this resistance in the 72.50 area, yeah, you can definitely keep an eye on it. Throw that on my backup list. So, yeah, what is Riot up to? Anything special here? Riot's pretty weak, so a little bit of divergence there. Mara's not really strong either. So, all right, guys, there's that 10 o'clock hour. We putting in a little bit of a red bar to start off right here. maybe this will start the correction we need. Like I say all the time, like we're extended up, we need to either correct through price or through time. Through time, where we just consolidate, or through price, where we pull back. One of the two has got to happen. You're looking at the Qs, Farhad. Yeah, same thing on the Qs. We're up a lot. I want to see some sort of correction. So this red bar in the SPY is exactly what I want to see. Exactly what I want to see, because now you're going to really find out which one of these long ideas is actually strong. Because up until this point in the morning, we have not had a single red bar. So we really don't know if JPM is actually strong or if it's just riding the market up. It could be either of those. So now that we're getting this pullback in the SPY, uh, looking like we can finally see which one of these things are actually worthwhile. So you probably go with about a 50-cent stop loss on Citigroup. Keep an eye on that thing. Target would be just before that whole number at $50. So Citigroup's probably my top watch right now, guys. I do like this. Like I said, range is a concern, but this isn't earnings gap. This does do some bigger days. The average range ratio is over 0.02, so that is all signs that it can have a bigger move in it. Watching CVX, Casey. I got this on my backup list as well. Day trading that. Daily chart 174. So we're not in this thing just yet. Waiting for it to break out a little bit more. Stop loss 168. Yeah, no, pretty good stop loss actually. Right at this low, you might be able to even give it just a little bit more, but that might start to hurt your reward to risk ratio because your target's at 180. So yeah, pretty solid target. You might have a little bit of a hiccup at. I guess you're getting in right up here. So yeah, as long as the trade triggers nicely and breaks out on the trigger, you should be all right. But yeah, 180, you might even be able to get a little bit more out of that thing. Squeeze like a 182. Which would allow you to lower your stop just a little bit more. So, yeah, not a bad idea. Definitely into avoid. This isn't oil and gas stock though, so I'd check the broad oil market to make sure it's not doing anything. Yeah, honestly, oil does look higher. Crude oil, right over this 83.50, right at the 200 moving average. It's been in a pretty solid downtrend, just broke that. So, oil might be the place to be for the next month or so. So, yeah, not bad. Keep an eye on it. Farhad, you're looking at CXAI. I've never heard of this thing. Yeah, this is a wild and whippy stock, probably some sort of news or something. So, not really for me. I don't even really have a true opinion on this. Would I love to buy some at $1.70? Yeah, that would be sweet, but we did not get that, so not really anything worth paying attention to for me at least. Was this some AI company? Probably. All right. So markets are still chopping around here, putting in a big old bottoming tail. So buyers are definitely stepping up. Citigroup is honestly looking pretty good right here, guys. Give me one more green engulfing bar and I will be taking this, okay? Hear me out. One more green engulfing bar. This thing gets back up to the high of the day without going too much lower. Yeah, it's rough. Stop it. Stop. Don't go lower. We need to pop right here. Oh, yeah, you're welcome, Casey. Thanks for throwing up the symbols in the list. Appreciate you. Appreciate you even giving me the opportunity. Thanks, brother. JPM. JPM scares me, guys. I don't know if I trust this thing to rip that much. Citigroup pulling back a little bit more than what we want to see, but my statement still stands with that engulfing green bar. I will still be looking to get into that thing if it does that. And Zim over high of the day is very, very tough. Very tough. For a couple reasons, guys. We got the 21 moving average, we got the 50 moving average, we have a pivot, we got the hourly 200 moving average. So there was four things that are going to act as resistance on Zim. That's tough to trade into, you know? Like, this is not that strong of a stock. It's not in that good of a trend. So, and the pattern's really not even that great. So, I'll keep an eye on it. If it cleans itself up, it's going to be like a 30+ cent stop loss. So, it's getting tough. I don't know. We'll watch it, like I said, but not really hot to trot on the Zim. I'm not seeing much at all now. SPY's really rolling over here, putting that bottoming tail. Now it's just engulfing that bottoming tail, so pretty weak sign. What's the fat man doing? Do we know? What's this list up to? Tesla's moving on up. Guys, I mean, yeah, that's aggressive, but you can watch Tesla over high of the day. You can watch it. A little bit aggressive here, but you can see on the 15, if it gets over that pivot at 186.50, it's got some room to run. So not a bad idea there. Guys, Apple's top watch. Apple is a top watch right here, guys. Over high of the day, 76-cent stop on Apple. Watch it right now. Let me quickly scroll through these. Facebook looks higher. Amazon a little bit higher. Yeah, I mean, Facebook does look good, actually. So Facebook and Apple, adding both of these to the list. Oh. Apple, actually, I'm about to put an order in, guys. This thing is showing great relative strength now. Markets have pulled in like a lot. Big red bar. And this is why I was hesitant to get in before that news came out. Because it completely changed the direction of the market. Any long trade you were in before that is now in jeopardy. So, careful there. Casey, let me check out that SCCO just a moment. I'm going to get my order ready on Apple, actually. I don't even need to wait on this. If it breaks 165.50, I might reconsider, but until then, put my order in. So I'm going to give it 80 cents right here. 166.30. 166.30, so high of the day. Actually, 166.32, my bad. By 165.50. It's 82-cent stop loss, so we're going to need like 167.10, a little more. All right, guys. That is right over. All right, so maybe hold off on the Apple. No need to rush into this. It's pulling in a little bit right here, so just hold off on the Apple. I am going to watch it over this T. AT&T. AT&T is not doing much now. My goodness gracious, what in the hell is this market, dude? Look, any long trade you guys were, I hope you weren't in a long trade. And if you were, just not much you can do about this, guys. That's just trading sometimes. Like, that is impressive. We had 1, 2, 3, like 7 straight green bars, and then all of that is negated by one massive red one. So it's impressively weak right there. Still watching the Facebook. I do like Facebook quite a bit. A little bit wide on the stop loss, but not a bad idea. And Amazon wasn't bad either when I was looking at this. Not looking as good now. Wow, wow. Impressive. All right, so now it looks like I got a little bit of time before the next trade pops up. So let me check out this SCCO. Is this Southern Copper Corp? All right, so you're getting in here. Looking like a good breakout on the daily right off the bat. First thing I see is nice move up, consolidation, breaking out. So I like that. Just got in 81. Stop loss at 75.23. So stop loss under the support, or yeah, support now. So yeah, looks good right there. Target to 91. A little bit of a wide target, but I mean, if this thing breaks out like it can, yeah, I mean, this is like an all-time high. So if it gets up to this 83, 84 area and moves up, you should have room to go higher. So yeah, not a bad idea at all. Definitely in an uptrend. It looks a little bit spotty and dotty. Is it an ADR or is it just kind of a different trading? No, it's a U.S. company, so it is a metal though, copper. So you might want to check out the copper market and see what that's up to because it's probably going to be influenced by that in some regard. But yeah, copper does look higher as well. So it breaks out over 420, rip higher. So yeah, not a bad idea on that STCO. Oh man, this is I never done. Market's just not looking great to make money here. JPM is one of the strongest stocks out. It didn't really give up with the market at all. BA is showing some strength, so don't like that. Citigroup buy setup. A little bit tempting if it wasn't for these two bars in the middle. Now that it like chopped around up here, like this isn't more of a like pullback than it is just a retest, you know? Like it chopped around usually on a buy setup, it goes up, pulls back, nice little correction, then bounces. Like this was a time correction and then broke down. So a little bit tougher on that buy setup for Citigroup with that square top. Zen still chopping. AMC's weak. But that SPR ended up, that's actually not a bad sell setup. Not a bad sell setup. Right there, give it like a 56-cent stop loss. Man, I think I might have crossed this one off my list a little too early. Look at that, guys. Nice move down, clean move back. This is the type of sell setup, buy slash buy stuff you want to see. Just nice one change of color bar, straight green bars, right into that resistance and drop. That was actually not too bad. We've had, like I said, 56 in stock, so you would have even been at full target before low of the day. So, yeah, that might be the one miss by me today, was that SPR. Probably could have justified that one for sure. Still liking the meta a little bit. JP Morgan is strong. This one's just, you need $1.50 on the stop loss. So I mean, you're gonna need like over 140. It's already done $4. We'll see if this pattern gets any cleaner. I mean, I'm not gonna take it just on a big rip right back to the high of the day, but if it gets up there and gives us a little bit of a chance for a breakout, I might consider it. This has been an ugly market though. I'll tell you what, man. Just ripping off the open and hit the resistance. Got that news coming out and just rolled over. Trying to keep the curse words to a minimum for the stream. I was noticed that the other day. I was like, damn, I was dropping some harsh language the other day. Not even like in a bad way. I wasn't like mad or anything. It was just like normal conversation, just throwing a little F bomb here, a little S bomb there, a little BITCH every now and then, you know. Might want to tone it down. Trading View is going to get on to me. I don't know what is there anything in the house rules about using curse words? Am I allowed to do that, or is that frowned upon? Anybody know about it? I don't. I doubt you can put curse words in the chat. That's for dang sure. There's no way you can do that. But when I'm live on the mic, man, woohoo! Watch out! Watch out! I might get a little spicy. Man, I'm getting bored. It's 45 minutes into the day. I haven't done anything. Haven't seen anything even. The SPR is the only thing where I'm like, I probably could have gotten that. Otherwise, nothing. Nothing. It is Friday cheers though. It is Friday cheers, so might just start getting a few questions out here for you guys. Where's that? Come on now. Load on up here. There we go. All right. What did we do last week? Let's see. Hold on. We don't have anything going on, do we? JPM is one thing I want to watch somewhat. Yeah, city groups. City group is, like I said, that buy setup is tough. You said you told Farhad? You better not be snitching on me. You better not be snitching on me, dude. You're not looking at stock. Okay, yeah, you are. That's you did. You told on me. Did you report my stream? God dang it, Farhad. All right, guys. If I'm not here on Monday, you'll know I got banned, and it's because of Farhad. What a dog. All right, let's see about these Friday cheers, y'all. You guys want some indicator questions, some statistics questions, let's do some stock questions. All right. Actually, you know what? I talk about this a lot. I just thought of this one. This isn't a Jeopardy question, but whatever. Friday cheers, question 1. Let's see if you got, this should be a pretty easy one. Bam. What stocks make up the Fat Man list? I talk about it all the time. I look at it all the time. I mean, technically speaking, it's not the Fat Man anymore, but I refuse to call it anything else. So maybe you guys will know what I'm talking about. If not, you might learn something today. Oh, man, I'm a little bit upset with this market. I really thought we were just going to get a nice little consolidation at 415 and then continue this move higher. Give us a nice, easy trade to end the week. Not going to happen. Market had other ideas. My list is looking like junk. Remember, guys, first person to answer that question, you need 6 stocks. 6 stocks on that list. What are they? First person to type it up in the chat room gets 100 coins. Ooh, 100 coins. Look at that. Can't beat it, man. It's free money. All right. Zim does look higher, but then again, there's so much resistance, so many factors to not take the trade that it just is not going to be justified. Man, I really don't want to end the week on a sit on hands day, but if there's nothing to trade, guys, you don't want to force trades. You do not want to force trades. You know what? I just thought of another Friday Cheers question. Why not? Throw 2 of them out there. There are 200 coins on the board right now. If you can answer either one of these questions, you get 100. You guys know that's too easy, actually. I was gonna ask, what does SOH mean? What does SOH mean? It means sit on hands. That's just too easy. I'm just giving you guys the coins at that point, you know. And nobody's familiar with the Fat Man stocks. You're looking at Wells Fargo. I don't know what do you want to do with Wells Fargo. This thing is sloppy. I mean, it's chopped around. You look at some of these other banking stocks; it's a much weaker than those. So, yeah, Wells Fargo is a little bit tough. I am JPM is my top watch at the moment. I'm kind of tempted on this, but then again, range is my major concern is the range, and the fact that it's gapping on earnings does negate the range a little bit, kind of cancels it out. But we're still going to need a good pattern, and it's not giving us that yet. We're not getting that good pattern yet. And what if I switch to this list? Would this help you out with that first question? Look at it. Look, bam. Let's organize it for you. Bam, there it is. The Fat Man. Facebook, Apple, Tesla, Microsoft, Amazon, Nvidia. The Fat Man list. You guys ever hear me talking about it? That's what I'm talking about. That's why I'm so adamant about about keeping Facebook as Facebook and not changing it to Meta. If you change it to Meta, then it's just Matt Man. That's not as cool. It's not as cool as Fat Man. Oh man, this is quite the lackluster Friday. I mean, I came into today and I really did like our list. I thought we had some good ideas on here. I thought we were going to be able to find some trades, get some of these banking stocks to go for us, but just wasn't able to make that happen. Markets are rolling over right here. Weak. Approaching that 412 area. Man, if we get under 412, we got room to go. 412 is a serious area of support. After that, little minor support at 411, and just each whole number down just drop. So, yeah. JPM, nothing. Did anything even look in like a 2 minute? Was there a trade on a 2 minute even? Not really. Not anything that we would have been able to get. Maybe this Citigroup buy setup, potentially. A little bit sloppy. It'd be 70 cents if you're aggressive, if you're wide with it, 40 to 50. So I guess it would have went right on the penny to a 1R. So maybe you could have got the Citigroup earlier this morning on that quick little buy setup, 2 minute. Otherwise, I don't really see much else. That SPR sell setup looks better on the 2 minute for sure. All right, well, what a way to end the Friday, man. It's been a pretty lackluster week, honestly. Wednesday was a sit on hands day. What is it? So Monday we took 2 trades. Tuesday 1 trade. Wednesday was a sit on hands day. Yesterday we took 2 trades. So only 5 trades this week. Looking like we're gonna have 2 sit on hands days, and that hasn't happened in a while. I don't know if I've had a single week where I sat on hands more than one day. Check my stats real fast. I guess back in February, we had 2 days in a row where we sit on hands. So I guess there's a few days in February where I sit on hands for multiple days in a row, but oh man, yeah, just not a lot of opportunity today. Not a ton of opportunity. You guys are quiet. It sounds like you don't want to make money. You guys want another Friday Cheers question? Should I save my coins or should I throw it out there for you? A few of these. I need to update my list of Friday Cheers questions, man. I need to update my list. We've got a bunch of reusable questions. You're watching AAL, Farhad? You could potentially watch it short, but it's going to need to get under this pivot at like 1280. You can see on this 15-minute, that's pretty solid support right there. Engulfed all the way, so if it can get down to this area, definitely has some room to drop into a nice void on the daily chart. So, and definitely a weaker stock. Not doing, I guess it's doing good volume, good enough volume for sure. Oh my goodness, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys tuning in to this lackluster Friday. I mean, that apple looked good until it didn't. BAC's just on the struggle bus. JP Morgan, again, you can watch it, but like I said, it has issues, guys. Maybe you can tighten the stop up to just over $1, but that's really the only thing that I'm even considering at this point. I mean, BA lower, another one with some range issues, but you can watch that. Be like a $2 stop loss, so you're gonna need 196. I mean, it's within the wheelhouse. It is, but yeah, range is a little bit of a concern there. So I guess you can keep an eye on BA and JPM. Citigroup's going to be aggressive, personally. Here's the Zim if you like it. And this is really not a clean area to buy. Yeah. Nice. It did pull back to the VWAP pretty nicely. Moved up. It's like a pseudo buy setup almost. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, but not exactly red bars. So yeah, a little bit tough on the Zim, but I suppose you could have justified that. I don't see anything else. Don't see anything else. So I'm gonna watch this JPM for a little while longer. I'll probably stay on the mic for another 5 to 10 minutes or so. I'll give you guys a little bit more time. If you have any questions or comments, concerns, it's time to shoot them out there. Let me check something real fast. Oh man, forgot about this. Gotta check my email. All right. Yeah, not much going on, guys. So, like I said, you have any other comments, questions, concerns, make sure you throw it up in the chat log. Otherwise, I'm going to call it a week. It's going to be the day for me. It's going to be into my week. So we are up, like I said, up 2R on the week. Just under 2R, 1.75. So not the greatest week, not the world's worst week. You know, I'll definitely take a positive week as opposed to a negative week, no doubt. But you really didn't make any too many mistakes this week, though. Could have been a little more aggressive with a few trades, but for the most part, we traded well, followed our trading plan, and that's all you can really ask for. Markets didn't give us a lot of opportunity. I mean, yeah, Monday a little bit green bar after a gap down. Tuesday was very choppy, doji. Wednesday gap up and then just rolled over. Thursday gap down and rip higher. And then today is, well, we all know what today is like. So not a super easy day of easy week of trading. So, but you know what? We're gonna take what the market will give us. We're not gonna force anything. We're not gonna try to make something up that's not there. Just whatever the market's willing to give us is what we're going to take. And that's what we did this week. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Did you guys have a positive week? Anybody make any money? Lose any money? Either way, it's all right. As long as you follow the trading plan, that's what really matters. Doesn't matter if you win or lose. Did you follow your plan? That's what matters. That's how you get good in this business. And if you are following your plan and you're losing quite a bit, well, then maybe you got to tweak your plan. That's where you measure your results, assess those results, and then you improve upon your plan. And you go back to implementing that plan, and then you just keep that process going, you know? Got to keep the cycle of success moving. It's an never-ending process. Got to keep it moving, man. All right. Yeah, this is probably my final scan through this list, guys. After this, I'm gonna head off. Call it a day. Like I said, you can watch JPM. If you like it, it's wedging higher a little bit. I'd wait for high of the day. Probably get away with $1.13 on the stop loss. We need just under 140. So it's really not a terrible position. In fact, I might even, if it triggers within the next 15, I still might take it. So I'm gonna watch it, but I am gonna be getting off the stream here, starting some other work and such, you know. All right. So yeah, unless you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, I'm gonna call it a day. So appreciate everybody for tuning in to the stream. It's been a good week, good day. So until next week, until I'll be back here live Monday morning, 9:25 Eastern time. See you guys then. So take care, everybody, and have a great weekend. You know, make someone smile this weekend. Do something special. So make this world a better place. Take care, guys. Thanks.